Every single man who's trying to build as much muscle as possible, who's going to the gym, pushing to failure, eating a protein, the number one thing that they should be prioritizing is their testosterone level. Now, testosterone is the most important hormone for muscle growth. If you push yourself with low testosterone, then you won't even build muscle. You barely build anything. Many of you watching this video, the foods that you eat is actually holding back your testosterone level. You follow the Sam Sulek diet, eat drinking chocolate milk. You follow the enhanced bodybuilder diet, even though it strictly works on people who take steroids and they inject testosterone. But you, my friend, you are natural. You need to produce your testosterone in a different way. You need to produce your testosterone and make it through your testes. You can't just inject it and then eat a bunch of protein. So in this video, I'm going to go through the 3 foods that actually boost your testosterone levels and help significantly with muscle growth. And before I start the video, I want to say that I have a full course on how to boost your testosterone levels. I'll talk about it more in detail later, but go check out the link in the description if you're interested. So naturally, the next step will be what foods actually build muscle. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is that you could build muscle eating any kind of food. This is naturally common sense. So I don't want fucking comments in the section saying, oh, this X food that you said don't eat, I'm eating and I'm building muscle. Yeah, you dumb shit. You could build muscle eating fucking rice every day with nothing else, because your body will naturally build muscle. Now, what I'm trying to help with is how to optimize muscle growth. So while you can eat all of these foods I say don't eat and then see muscle growth, imagine if you actually ate the foods that is very good for testosterone and muscle growth. You'll see way better results. If you're building muscle with those foods, then this is actually a very good sign that you'll build even more muscle. Now, the foods I'm going to tell you is pretty much the reverse of what bodybuilders eat. When I ate a bodybuilder diet, this is how I looked like. And I didn't really look like a bodybuilder at all, did I? And the difference is that these people are on steroids and they're enhanced. So since they're injecting testosterone, their body doesn't find a need to actually naturally make it. So their foods only matter for muscle protein synthesis. And that's why they eat foods like tuna, egg whites, chicken breast. These kind of foods that we want to avoid. Now, the first food that you should eat, and it's the most important food, that's why I'm putting at number 1, and it's red meat. Red meat makes men. The massive difference between red meat and chicken is that chicken, your mom probably makes chicken every now and then. When I say every now and then, probably once every few days you eat chicken and rice and you say, oh, protein. And it is very high in protein. You may think it's like the best food to eat for muscle growth because everyone just goes for chicken. No one goes for red meat. Why? I'm not really sure. Maybe it's the taste or whatever. But in terms of this gym manosphere, everyone's gravitating more towards chicken. When I don't understand why. Red meat has basically the same amount of protein, way denser in micronutrients. Micronutrients meaning the nutrients, vitamins and minerals that are essential for testosterone production. Stuff like zinc, right? Chicken has zinc and the RDA for zinc is actually quite high, the minimum required. And chicken doesn't really have enough. So if you eat red meat, you get enough zinc, which is so crucial. And then you get L-carnitine, which makes your androgen receptors more sensitive. If you don't know what that is, your testosterone binds to the androgen receptor and that's how it gets it to work. For example, if you have 100 testosterone molecules, only 5 of them will bind to the androgen receptor. But if you eat more L-carnitine, then maybe 7, 8 will bind to the androgen receptor. While this may not seem like a lot, it is actually extremely significant. If your AR is more sensitive to androgens, then your testosterone will work more efficiently. Let's say me and you, right? Me and you do a blood test and you have 1000 nanograms of testosterone. Congratulations, you got to the upper natural range. And I do a blood test and I also get 1000 nanograms per deciliter. But your symptoms are very different to mine. You might have a lower sex drive, lower motivation, lower drive, less strength in the gym, less muscle gains, less confidence, less fat loss, despite the fact that you have 1000 nanograms. While me, I have 1000 nanograms, but I have all of the symptoms of high testosterone. I have extremely high libido, energy, I want to conquer the day, I build muscle like it's nothing, I burn fat off like it's nothing, even though we have the same testosterone levels. And you might think, oh, this is bullshit. You don't have the same testosterone levels. That's exactly where androgen receptor sensitivity comes into play. With the same amount of testosterone, you could get way more out of it. That's why there's some people who have 400 nanograms of testosterone and they feel fucking great because they're sensitive AR. Now, a lot of it is genetic, but eating L-carnitine actually makes it more sensitive. So you need that shit. Number 2 is salmon. I don't want to get too into the sciencey bits because I know it bores the hell out of you guys. Now, salmon has a lot of omega-3s, and omega-3s is a fat that not a lot of people get nowadays because it's mainly found in fatty fish. And let's be real, who even eats fish nowadays? Everyone just eats chicken and rice. And you guys wonder why you have low levels of testosterone. If you eat diets like this and you don't get your essential nutrients, then you're just not gonna have high levels of testosterone. No matter how much fucking workouts you do, no matter how much you could bench, no matter how much times you go to the gym, you just won't have high testosterone. So what I want you guys to do is eat fish twice a week. And when I say fish, I mean fatty fish. So that's why I mentioned salmon. It's like a powerhouse of nutrition. So salmon, sardines, mackerel, etc. So eat those foods. Number 3, and lastly, is any fruit that is high in antioxidants. Now, antioxidants basically combat oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is found in a lot of seed oils, which your diet has a lot of, by the way. If you're wondering why you got low testosterone, take a look at your seed oil content. So when I say seed oils, canola oil, sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, these kind of oils are extremely inflammatory. And in case you don't know, inflammation is one of the biggest causes of low testosterone. Go look at the kitchen of the food where your parents make or what you're cooking yourself. Rapeseed oil. Oh, look. There's canola oil over there that your parents are cooking with every single day. Obviously, you need to cut them out. But a way to combat that, other than omega-3s, is actually eating foods that are high in antioxidants. So it does the opposite of the inflammation. You probably saw that study saying that pomegranates boost testosterone. It's not specifically the pomegranate that will boost testosterone, it's the antioxidant content inside it. It could be pomegranates, dates, prunes, berries. People like you will go to the gym, hit a hard workout, come back, eat some protein and carbs, and just leave it at that. When your body needs fruits, micronutrients, a lot of you miss out on fruits. You may have believed the bullshit saying that, oh, fruit has a lot of sugar and it's bad for you, when sugar is actually good for you. The only sugar that is bad for you is the processed sugar that you get in the store, the crisps, the fucking energy drinks. That's what's bad for you, not the fruit. Before I end the video, I want to remind you that I have a full course on how to optimize your testosterone levels to get it to the max you can naturally, so you build muscle way easier, you burn fat, you feel more confident, you're more aggressive, you're more motivated and driven in the gym and outside of the gym. And there's endless benefits that I'm not going to say everything in this video, but go check out the link in the description. I explain more in detail there on how I got high testosterone, how I can help you, etc. That's been Team TMS, Testosterone Muscle Strength. Bye.